You guys, I came home with three things when I got back from Florida. A great tan, of course, first and foremost. Second, it was definitely feeling like my heart was so full after spending so much time with amazing creators. Some people I met for the first time, but also my best friends were all there. So that was super exciting. And the third thing was, of course, getting to preview the new Agate Temptation palette from Singe Beauty. I'm going to do two looks. I'm going to give you guys my review. So if you guys are nosy, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, I tried to wear something a little different than a graphic tee today, but it is cold in my house. Oh my gosh. I am trying to pretend that I'm still soaking in the sun, I guess, in Florida, but it is a little bit late, but I'm so excited to film some looks with the Agate Temptation palette from Singe Beauty. So if you guys don't know, I don't know what rock you have been living under, but Singe Beauty is a indie brand owned by Angelica Nyquist. She is one of my friends and also one of my favorite YouTubers, and she created Singe Beauty about 2 years ago, and this is her second eyeshadow palette. I had to bring Galactic Visitor out because of course she is the first, so I had to show her off here too. I know Angie said that she's running low on these, so whenever you're placing an order and you don't already own Galactic Visitor, I would highly recommend. I also have looks with this palette, so check those out if you're interested. But the star of the show today is Miss Agate Temptation. And let me tell you, I'm so flattered because at least one or two of you left me comments saying this is so me. And that just made me feel so special because you guys know me, and then the fact that Angie created this perfect green palette just like makes me want to drool. I literally commented on her YouTube video saying I want to wear this palette as my skin. So I think this is going to be my go-to palette for the summer. I'm definitely going to take this to New York with me on Tuesday. I'm so freaking excited. So yeah, she killed it. This packaging is beautiful. So we basically have, I think this is what an agate would look like if you like cut it so you could see like all the different like gradients. And then it also has this really cool like foil touch to it. I don't know, people that design this kind of thing, like they're all geniuses. So I just love what Angie created with her brand. I'm also wearing a Singe blush. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, here is the beautiful color story. I have swatches, I have close-ups, so let's take a looky-see. And then I want to let you guys know on the back here, we've got all the ingredients. It says directions, apply the product with a brush or your finger. So on the back it says that this has a net weight of 19 grams or 0.67 ounces. And we've got the batch number. It says it's made in the PRC. We've got the Singe address on there, and then it says 24 months, cruelty-free, and the Singe Beauty logo on the back as well. So cute. I love it. And then let's talk about the shades. So I did swatch them just traditionally, and so the first shade is a beautiful like sage pastel-y color. Translucent is a beautiful iridescent shade, and it just has the most beautiful green sparkle to it. Moss is a beautiful baby poopy color. I think this is like such an Angie color. Slice is a even more dark army green shade. Bandit is a beautiful bright green. Geode is a gorgeous mid-tone green, and then Quartz is a beautiful shimmer green. Plume is a dark green shade, and then we have Crystallize, which is a multi-chrome. It shifts from like green to peach. Fire is a bright orange shade. Volcanic, beautiful orange. Metamorphic is a mid-tone brown. Silica is a gold shimmer shade. And Acades is a beautiful, honestly, it's a Singe orange color. Gilded is another gorgeous gold shade. And then we have Dendritic. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I'm sorry, Angie. It's a beautiful brown, almost like a slight hint of burgundy in it. So some great deepening up shades, some great mid-tone shades, some great light shades, inner corner highlights. We got everything we need here. And Angie always like arranges things so you can see like little quads, little color stories are like snuck in there. So if you're not the most creative person in the world, Angie still got your back. So that's good. Now let me go ahead and zoom you guys in so we can do a look with this palette. I did end up actually using this palette quite a bit when I was on my trip because it was there for me to use and I was like, let me get in there. Okay, so I think I definitely feel the need to do a green look because, I mean, come on, look at these shades. So let's go ahead and get started with the shade Geode. It's such a pretty mid-tone green, and honestly this kind of green is like my favorite shade of green. And I'm just using the Singe brush. This is the EO2. It's just a beautiful blender brush, and then I do have my eyelids primed with the Sigma eyeshadow primer. And I did take a bit of my Singe Timid Tomato, and it's kind of like in my brow bone as well. I just thought I would go a little overboard with the blush because I love blush so much, and I love my Singe blushes, so of course I had to pair them with the new palette. That is so pretty. Now, Angie did talk about how she really tried to make these eyeshadows be blendable with minimal fallout and long wearing, which I thought was really interesting that she shared that. And the girl always looks flawless, okay? Let me tell you, whether she has 2 minutes or 10 minutes or like a half an hour to do an eye look, Angie like slays eyeshadow looks. Like every look she did with her palette during this trip, I was just like gawking. And one of my lifelong dreams is to like have her do my makeup. Like I just I just want her to do my makeup because I just know that whatever she does, it's gonna look so stunning, and I'm just gonna be sitting there going like, oh my gosh. It's on my bucket list. Let's just say that, okay? So Angie, if you watch this, just let me know, you know, whenever you're free. I know you're very busy, but if you ever have time to beat my face, I will be there in a heartbeat. Look at how beautifully this is blending. And like it's so pigmented and gorgeous. I'm just in heaven. I could sit here and do this all day long. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Moss, which is the kind of like a mustardy green shade, and I'm gonna put that in the outer edge of this crease just to like give it a little more of a blend. And then I'm feeling really twirly, so I'm gonna get Banded, which is the beautiful neon, and I'm also gonna run that on the outer edge. So not to be the one that provides life updates in the middle of a review video, but I am going to New York very soon, actually. And probably by the time you're seeing this, I'll be leaving pretty soon. But my daughter, my younger daughter, is turning 2. I can't believe it. I'm so excited for her because we're going to throw her a banging birthday party when I get back. Actually, it's going to be really small, but I'm so excited because I love the theme. She's so into like little cutesy spooky things, and she like loves like Spider-Man and all this stuff. So I definitely went a little overboard on the decor, and I'm so excited. So I might just like throw together a reel. I probably won't have my kids in the video, but I kind of want to do it. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe only if it turns out really pretty, but I'm so excited. Can't believe I have a 2-year-old, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because sometimes being a mom can be a lot, and you can feel so isolated even though you're surrounded by people. So I haven't done like a mom chats video in a long time, but I keep thinking about it. Like I want to do more, but anyway, I'm so excited about her birthday, so I had to share that. But the mattes are looking straight fire. And I saw Angie's video and she used the shade Crystallized, and I can't remember if I used it in Destin or in Florida when we were there. So I'm just going to use it because why not? And then I'll just use a different shade for my next look. But I'm so excited because it looks so pretty on her video, and I just want to try it out again. So see, it has like the beautiful shift. I can see the shift as I'm like applying it. I can see like the orange shift. So That's so lovely. And I'm like really digging into the pan because I love to foil my eyeshadows. Okay, you guys, if you're looking for a really pretty like lime green eyeliner, check this one out from Sephora collection. I hadn't used this in a while, but oh my gosh, it just went on and it was so creamy. And the shade is called Lime Green Matte from Sephora. I don't know if they still sell this, but I think I bought this during a sale or something, so check it out. It's so good. Also, I'm still trying to pan this. Can we take bets on how long it's going to take me to pan this powder? I feel like it's gonna take me a hot second, but it'll be worth it. I'm just like on a journey to try and like use up or declutter things more efficiently in my collection. So I've been working hard at panning this. Okay, I love it. I love how it's coming together. Now let me find a pencil brush. Okay, so I'm grabbing a pencil brush and I have to go into the shade Translucent, and that's gonna be my inner corner shade. So I gotta put it right here. So pretty. Oh my gosh, that inner corner shade. I can hear angels singing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to take the same pencil brush and I'm going to go into Geode and probably should dust it off a little bit, and I'm just going to run that on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to go into the shade Plume, which is a darker green, and I'm just going to run that on the outer half of the outer corner and the lower lash line. Okay, I love that, but I'm going to take a little bit of Dentric and I'm going to plop that like right on the outer lid as well. I love it. Okay, I love it. I'm gonna finish up the look. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair, but I'll come right back to show you how it all came together. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. What do you guys think? Are you in love with greens just as much as I am? I am definitely feeling myself, so let me tell you really quick what is on my face in case you guys are nosy and you might be interested in hearing some first impressions or reviews on some of these products I have. So of course I had to wear Timid Tomato from Singe. It's like my favorite Singe color. Actually, I might like all of them, but I really like Timid Tomato. This is beautiful. So if you're wanting to try them out and you're placing your first order, keep a blush in mind. Okay, I've been testing out this primer from Hourglass. I don't think I've ever bought, no, I have bought whatever Hourglass primer used to be super hype back in the day. I bought it in a sample size and I didn't get the hype. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really get the hype with this one either. I don't know if I'm supposed to do something special with this. I'm just using it like any other primer. I put a little bit on the brush and then I just like spread it all over my face. And I think this is supposed to be hydrating because it's called a priming moisturizer and base hydrator or whatever. And I don't feel like it's hydrating that much. And I feel like this was like a $60 primer. So let me know if I'm just crazy or if you guys have tried it and feel the same way. I'd be super curious. I'm just rocking this base right now because I'm tan and I think the shade matches me right now. So this is the shade 24 in the Face Bond foundation and the shade 4W in the Estee Lauder concealer. This is thick and it stays put and I love it so much. So I think I'm going to pack these with me on my trip to New York next week. And then I've been just testing the Milk brow gel. My friends recommended this, so I've been testing it out. I think it's okay. It's not like blowing my mind, but I also heard that it's a tubing brow gel, and if you have sparse brows, that really helps you build up your brow hair. So that's something to keep in mind. And then bronzer, I love this combo. So it's the Charlotte Tilbury contour one and the Dior bronzer in the shade 40. Chef's Kiss, I am living for a bronze goddess look. And then for lip, I decided to go with DD's Signature, but I mixed it up. So I used the shade Chestnut, which is the deepest liner I got, the lip liner, and then I paired it with the shade Charm. This looks like concealer lip on me without a deep lip liner, so I decided to combine those two together, and this is the shade that it came up with. So love that for me. And then Bare Minerals was also part of Creators and Friends. And so I picked this product. This is the Complexion Rescue All Over Luminizer. And I'm actually wearing this as my highlighter today. And it's in the shade Copper Rose. So never tried this product before. I think it's fine. It's not really like blowing my mind, but I wanted to test it out. So I did. And those are my first-ish impression thoughts on it. But yeah, this is the first look. So I'm going to go ahead and get into another look. Okay, it's time to film look number 2. I think we're going to play on the neutral side. I have done a few different looks with this palette already, so hopefully you guys have seen those online, but I want to do a neutral look and show you guys the depth and breadth of this palette. And I want to do more looks, of course, but I think you guys might be seeing this as I'm on my way to New York or something like that. So just know that there's more looks coming. I just wanted to get something out with this because, of course, it's a gorgeous palette and we were able to get it early because of Creators and Friends. And of course, I want to be able to showcase it to you guys as well. And I have really enjoyed playing with this, and I'm going to bring this palette with me actually to New York too, because the outfit I have planned, I think this palette will work really well, and I just love these colors. The amount of comments I got from people saying like, this is me in a palette, I was like, yeah, I definitely was like leaping through the phone when we saw this palette for the first time, just being like, gimme. It's like, Angie, do you need a tester? I volunteer as tester. But these are so fabulous. I love both of her palettes, and I'm so happy with this one because I love greens, and I know Angie does too. And so yeah, I'm excited that we have a green palette. Okay, next I'm gonna go into the shade Dendritic. Oh my god, I need to look up how to say these words. I'm so sorry. I'm also like super PMSy right now, so don't mind me if I sound tired. I am tired and I'm just like in pain. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know if this is TMI, but anyway, sometimes I feel like I don't have a care in the world when I'm PMSing, and then other times I'm like, I just want to rest. I just want everybody to leave me alone, and I just want to retreat into a cave and not be bothered. And so I'm not super excited about being PMSy and traveling, but it'll be okay. It'll be alright. That brown shade is so pretty. I feel like it has like a hint of red in it, and it just is such a great undertone for my skin tone. And it's like pigmented, but not too pigmented, and it blends like a dream. So I love that for me. So I think I'm going to use this shade called Gilded. It's a really pretty gold shade, and I just feel like that'll be so flattering on my lids. I really love when brands create palettes with lots of possibilities. And since this is such a like warm tone palette, this is like such a me palette. Metallic shade has like a slight green tint to it as well, and it's picking up nicely. It's foiling really nicely. It's got a little bit of like creaminess to it, but not too creamy to the point where it's like not sticking to the lid, you know? Sometimes eyeshadows can be so creamy they like move around. This one is foiling and blending nicely, but it's also kind of staying where I'm putting it. So I love that. And I'm going back in with the little blending brush, just blending it out a little bit. Have you guys noticed Sigma's having like amazing sales on like their Disney collabs? I feel like it's such an opportunity to grab a Disney palette. Anyways, I'm gonna line the waterline quick so that I can finish up the look. Okay, so I lined my waterline with my favorite brown eyeliner. If you know, you know. And then I'm just gonna take a pencil brush and I'm gonna use the Same two shades. I'm going to start off with the darker brown shade, and I'm just going to kind of like run that right along the lower lash line. I'm going to leave the inner corner a little bit blank, but I'm just running the dark shade right where I used my eyeliner, and I'm just bringing in a little bit more of that deeper shade onto the outer corner as well. I feel like I need to add a little more just for a little more drama. Oh, that looks so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. I've been watching Karen Reed 2.0. I'm a little bit just feeling discombobulated because I've had to travel so much in the first 2 weeks of her case. But I've been listening. And I know a few of you are also paying attention to that case. And I met another creator on Creators and Friends that's also watching the case, and that's been really fun because I'm pretty sure the rest of my friends think I'm crazy. But that's okay. Listen, I cannot like get into romantasy, and my friends can't always have to listen to me talk about the Karen Reed case, so you know, it's a fair trade. Okay, I'm taking the shade Silica, and on the same little pointed brush, gonna give it a little spray, and we're just gonna pop that on the inner corner. It's a really pretty like champagne shade. Really would be a beautiful lid shade too if you wanted something a little bit lighter than Gilded. But yeah, this is kind of a really, I don't know, everyday neutral eye look in my opinion. So I think once I add mascara and, you know, finish up the look, it'll look a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more elevated. So I'm going to do all of that, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Okay, friends, so here is the second look. It's a little bit more neutral than the first one, but I unintentionally decided to show you a green look and a more neutral look. So I hope that it is helpful to you guys. I'm going to show you guys what I used on my face. I'm actually packing my makeup bag for New York, so I was trying this makeup look. I am wearing my Hourglass bronzer, my Dior. This is the Rosy Glow blush in the shade Bronze Glow. So I'm going to bring that with me. I also have my, this is such a jumbled mess. I'm wearing my Urban Decay Face Bond foundation. I'm wearing the Charlotte Tilbury contour stick. Unearthly highlighter. I thought I would bring this for a little bit of a switch up. This is Mop to a Flame. It's a really pretty peachy highlight, so I thought it would go well with the makeup I was planning on wearing. I'm bringing my Estee Lauder concealer in the shade 4N. Prada eyeliner. I'm wearing the Melt eyeliner in the chocolate shade. I've got my Sigma eyeshadow primer in there. And I actually found this makeup bag when I was at Walmart this week. Oh my gosh, they did a second round with SpongeBob, and I thought this was so freaking cute. I couldn't say no, and I love how big it is because it's going to hold a lot of makeup. So I did buy that, and I saw so many of you were asking me like where I found all the SpongeBob and Wet n Wild stuff, and it was just at my local Walmart. And so if I have any links for the collection on Wet n Wild or Walmart, I'll try and put that down below for you guys. But that is everything sort of in a jumble that I used on my face today. Now let's go ahead and talk really quick about Agate Temptation from Singe Beauty. I think this palette is so gorgeous. I feel like I don't want to go on and on about it. I feel like if you have watched my channel for a couple of months or for all these years, you'll know this is totally like my vibe. I love green eyeshadow. I love wearing green eyeshadow. And of course, me and Angie are friends. We've been friends for quite some time. So it's very easy for me to tell you guys that I really stand behind her brand. She puts so much care and thought into her palettes, anything she comes out with, from her brushes to everything. And I know she spends so much time testing things out. So I am so excited for you guys to get your hands on this palette. I feel like the color story is perfectly curated. We have some beautiful deep shades. We have some light shades. We have some great mid-tone shades. We've got beautiful color stories. You can do some really fun pops of yellow, pops of green, some oranges. So you can do an orange eye look. You can do a neutral look like I did today. So lots of possibilities. Also, this palette is just like a great size. Like I said, I'm going to take this with me to New York. Great size. It's just cardboard packaging, but look at how detailed it is here on the front. I already talked all about this, so I don't want to go on and on. I don't believe we have a launch date for this yet. I know Angie was saying that she was waiting to hear, or she's waiting to see how things go with the tariffs and customs and stuff like that. So I don't think she's announced a date yet, but she said she's shooting for mid-May, and she's hoping to keep the price the same as the Galactic Visitor palette, but she might have to bump it up with tariffs to about 48, I think is what I heard. So yeah, there you have it. Those are my two looks with the Singe Beauty Agate Temptation palette. I really want to do a look combining these together, but I'll probably have to do that after I get back from New York. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. Thank you so much for watching. If you could do me a huge favor and give it a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And YouTube should be popping up some of my other videos for you to check out and catch up on all the latest in case you've missed out. That's all for now. Bye, guys.